welcome to the first ever episode of Comedy Gaming Reviews. Yep, we're now uploading game reviews. First up, Angry Birds 2. Yeah, just released today. You're wondering why I'm revealing a dang casual game for my first game. Well, every game that I've ever that I wanted to review has been obscure. No one ever heard about it, or everyone has heard about it. Everyone has reviewed it, so there's really no point throwing my head to the ring. But Angry Birds 2 just came out today, so I'm going to be one of the first people to review it. So let's get on with the review. So first off, Angry Birds is a series that probably has there's probably more versions of it than had more versions of it than probably had more versions of it than Snow White, the first Disney movie released. So there's Angry Birds, the first one, Angry Birds Seasons, Rio, Space, Star Wars 2, Go, Fight, Epic, and all those other ones that I missed. So actually seeing a direct sequel, I was like, when I first heard about it, I was like, really? You're going for a direct sequel now? But it's actually almost nothing like. It's kind of like the first games, but not really. Well, first of all, the core gameplay stays the same. So if you're worrying about Angry Birds not being a game that involves destruction, you'll be satisfied. Plot. Are you freaking kidding me? Plot. The plot doesn't exist. It's basically like Mario games. Mario RPGs. Didn't have a story at all. Now, next part of the gameplay. As I'm going to go over all the good parts. Graphics. Major upgrade. We really need that. I mean, they look better, to say the least. But graphics are everything. Sound? Actually, I think they had one bird, but since it's the first day, and I'm not a huge Angry Birds fan that would spend like billions of hours playing. I just cleared the first world just in preparation for this review. Now, the last good thing about it is you can fight other people. Like you can go in an arena and do online events. But here's where the game goes downhill. Okay, so first thing, you have to be hooked up to the internet to play it. The Angry Birds has always been one of those games that you play when you're taking a dump. Or if you're in a car ride and you have nothing else to do. And you're not watching all the Shining, all the Twilight movies. This just throws it out the window. The idea of the car ride out the window. I mean, you can't play this in the car. Now, I got this iPad for my birthday, and I can't play it in the car because in the car it's no good. You can't play it without being hooked up to Wi-Fi. Next, you know how Angry Birds games usually have multiple episodes you can choose from? Guess what? Nope! It's a linear map. But you have to go from point A to point B. I'm sorry, I was so used to all the other billions of games. Go from point A to point that can go to point A to point B, to point D, which are like the beginnings and ends of chapters. And you can play a different chapter while you're in the middle of one chapter, which is the funnest thing ever. I mean, I'm not completing poached eggs just to get my favorite episode, my favorite chapter, the big setup. And also, here's the thing that will turn everybody off, or maybe most people, unless you're like a Candy Crush fanatic. If you can't tell, it's a free-to-play game. Yeah. It came down to free-to-play gameplay, which means you have lives, which thankfully don't go out every time you decide to play, because, like, so if you're really skilled, you can get around that paywall. But, well, if you can't play with, it's at least free, so you don't have to spend money sometimes. They don't have to like someone for 199 cents for $1.99 just to play Angry Birds 2. So, anyways, if you can't hold the net, guess what? Guess what's another thing that will turn you off? Just guess. Just take a wild guess. Just take a guess. Just take a guess. We have actually you have multiplied birds from cards, which may not sound so bad in theory, but then you realize you can't have multiple birds unless you use the destructometer, which will give you an extra card. Still following me on this? God bless you. Anyway, or whatever religion, deity you worship, or if you're an atheist. Hi. Anyways, there's parts of it. The gameplay's still intact. But there's also power-ups. Yes, these are in the other Angry Birds games, but you can deploy them in the middle of a game. You have to choose them at the beginning. Even if you, and the structures are randomized. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. They're randomized, which means that you don't know how you're going to beat them unless you get really lucky and get an easy one. I think there's this Kraber now, but the only thing I've seen of it is an intro cutscene. Yeah, they were Games just told their story, their pictures in a comic book style. So when the original, just yeah, there's pigs and the stealing eggs. Go and murder them all. But no, it appeals to you if you're eating birds and Candy Crush Fanatics. But everyone else, just avoid it. It's a turd. It is a real turd. Anyways, this game, it's an overall nah to no, depending on who you are. It's not Mario on Fire bad. Some of the other games I'm going to be reviewing, but it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, you can't do it. I mean, it is terrible. It's terrible. But that's only my viewpoint. Once your review in the comment section below. I think anyways, like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And I'll see you next time.